Good morning, Card Communities. RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. 1984 Topps, the home run leaders card, obviously from the previous season. Mike Schmidt led for the National League. Jim Rice for the American League. One of the things I always say is, usually Mike is far and above the other people in the league. He just eked out Rice for the Major League lead by one home run. Jim hit 39 home runs that season. Interestingly, his teammate Tony Armas was second place, so they had some heavy hitters in their league at the time. Also of note, Greg Luzinski, now with the White Sox, previously the Phillies, was still cranking out home runs, which was his forte for when he was with the Phillies. So my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Today's random baseball item of the day, something I've had for many, many, many years. My mom got this for me many years ago when I first got into baseball. It is not an original, but it is a reproduction of the classic bank, the classic mechanical bank of baseball. I actually tried it. It kind of works. You'd pull this guy's arm back, put a penny in there, and then you're supposed to hit this, and the catcher's arm, it would fly into the catcher's thing, slam into there, and the batter would swing. Like there's a little plate in there that the penny would hit this thing is no longer functioning. When I originally had it, it did. You could hold it there. You would put the penny in. Again, I don't know how it used to work, how it does work, how it's supposed to work, but classic mechanical bank reproduction. I actually keep this on a shelf in a particular room of my house. My random baseball item of the day. Today's trivia question. It is well known Don Larson pitched the very first no-hitter / actually a perfect game in a World Series in 1956. However, in Game 4 of the 1947 World Series, an individual pitcher was on the mound, and he was 1 out away from throwing a no-hitter when the other team scored a 2-run double. He not only lost the no-hitter, he eventually lost the game. So my question to you is, who was that hard luck pitcher during Game 4 of the 1947 World Series who lost his no-hit bid and the game? What you're playing for, 3 awesome Hall of Fame cards as always. 1992 score, the Jack Morris MVP of the World Series card. Really neat little card there, Jack Morris. Cool Topps Archives card of Yogi Berra, really awesome picture. Looks like a spring training event, but a really cool image of Yogi there. And of course, a common collection card, this one of Hall of Famer Ed Roush, primarily of the Cincinnati Reds, but here he is, pictured with the Giants. You can see he had a lengthy career, bumped around at the bookends of his career to a couple different teams, but was mainly known as a Cincinnati Red. In fact, he was on the 1919 Reds team that won the World Series over the Black Sox. Anyway, those are the 3 cards you're playing for. If you're interested, just shoot me an email with a guess on that question. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You will have today and tomorrow to answer. We will pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that one. So today, just a quick showcase. I am a collector of Mike Schmidt stuff. I keep going back and forth onto how to collect Mike Schmidt because I've come to the realization, as many super collectors are, that we will never, ever have everything of our players. It's impossible now because they're simply producing too many cards every year of these legendary Hall of Famers. Every year they produce approximately 1,000 new Mike Schmidt cards, pretty much every year. All the different manufacturers, all the different sets, all the different parallels, relics, autos, serial numbered. It's just insane. So it's literally impossible anymore to collect all the cards of your favorite player. So how do we do it? I've limited myself to no longer purchasing off the Bay or anywhere any card manufactured after 2005. There was a lot of great sets issued in 2005, a lot of great sets issued afterwards, but I've stopped collecting anything after 2005, and I'm actually thinking about, doing a little more to make it interesting too. One of the things I do as well, kind of an investment thing in a way, I'm always looking on the Bay for PSA graded cards of Mike Schmidt, but I only purchase PSA graded cards of Mike Schmidt if they're under $20 and they're a PSA 9. They have to be a PSA 9 or 10, under $10, under $20, and they'll buy them. And the interesting thing is there's not a lot of them, and they could be any brand, any manufacturer, anything. But I enjoy that, and I think, again, over time, a PSA 9 and 10 will hold their values in a good way. So I've started that, and there are five player registers about Mike Schmidt right now. So the obvious ones are the Topps basic set, 17 cards in that. I have them all. There is the basic set, which is playing era base cards of all the manufacturers: Bowman, Topps, Upper Deck, Fleer, Donruss, Score. So all the players while Mike was playing, there's the base cards of him in all those sets. So that's a 47 card set. Then there are three others which get a little crazy. So there's the Master Topps run, which is his playing era Topps cards. Then there is the Master set, which is like 700 cards, I guess, of all of the cards released during his playing days. And then just recently I saw that somebody had uploaded a super Mike Schmidt super collection, which is like, I'm not sure how they define what's on that, because it like stopped at like 2022 for some reason, and the man has plenty of cards after 2022, and there's like 1,600 cards on that set. So I ain't going anywhere near the 700 or the 1,600 card set, but I did choose to start the Mike Schmidt Master Topps set, which again is all of his playing era, or most of, I shouldn't say all of those, because I did see that. I think there are a couple missing, but the majority of his Topps issued cards in his playing era. So in keeping with all of those Mike Schmidt collecting habits, what I picked up recently fits a couple of those bills, but I picked it up because these are cards that I found on the Bay that were under $20 at a PSA 9 or better. So let me show off to you what I picked up. It's only 7 cards, so it should be a quick little showcase, all right? So first we have these are chronologically ordered, 1987 Topps Tiffany in a PSA 9. All these were under 20 bucks. A lot of people talking about how the PSA 10 Tiffany cards are suddenly going crazy. I always love too that you'd see this statement in a lot of his older cards. Mike Schmidt lists electric trains among his hobbies, or some format of that Mike collects or loves model railroad. Next one is not a unique item, but one thing you wouldn't think necessarily of getting graded, but 1988. A baseball stamp from the island nation of Grenada, PSA 9. I don't know how they grade the stamp. I assume it's perfectly centered and the perforations look crisp. I don't know. Got no clue how you determine that is a PSA 9 stamp. But anyway, it also looks like there's some discoloration there. That's just part of his powder blue uniform licking down into that corner of the thing. Excuse me, I got a sneeze here. Oh, I apologize for that. All right, another one. I got cool little pickup. 1988 Sports Flicks, the Game Winners box set version. I'm not sure what you can see. There he is in a fielding stance, getting ready. There's his swing, and then again a portrait shot. So the Game Winners box set version of a Sports Flick card from 1988 in a PSA 9. The one PSA 10 I was able to pick up. Cool card because I'm a big fan. The Ted Williams Card Company base set from 1994. There are a lot of Mike Schmidt cards in the 1994 Ted Williams Card Company release. Different inserts, different subsets. This one's a PSA 9. Then they got two from 2001 Upper Deck, the decade of the 70s. I showed off a small insert set from the decade of the 70s release a couple weeks ago. It was the Disco Era Dandies 6-card insert set, pink border. These are two other insert sets from the 2001 Upper Deck decade of the 70s release. One is Bell Bottom Bashers. Like what's number 5 in the set. All cards numbered BB something. I'm not even sure how many cards are in the set, but it's probably something I would like to pick up. These insert sets from these random, obscure card sets, because they're not serial numbered or anything, are really very inexpensive. You can get all the cards for like $10. And then another one, Decade Dynasties. This one's highlighting the Phillies' 3 straight division titles back in the mid to late 70s. Decade Dynasties. There you go. PSA 9 on both of those. And lastly, PSA 9, 2002 Topps 206 base card. Obviously, this is a product. There's a couple cards in the base set featuring Mike Schmidt. Then there are any number of parallels, minis, relics, autos, just nuts thing. But picking up this, less than $20 in a PSA 9. So that is something I'm working on. Like I said, anytime I can see a Mike Schmidt PSA 9 or 10 on the bay for less than $20, I'm snagging it. But I'm also going to start working on that. Like I said, the PSA registry, the Master Top set, and this card right here, the Tiffany version, fits into that Master Tops set release. So start working on that as well. Awesome little showcase for you. I hope you enjoyed that. We will have another one on Wednesday and Friday, so stop back for that. Kind of interesting thing I'm going to challenge the card community with on Friday, so definitely tune in there, all right? Other than that, have a great rest of your week. Hope to see you again on Wednesday and Friday. Otherwise, have a great week and take care.